Hey everyone, welcome to the very first episode of this complete React.js tutorial series. I am Jayant, your tutor, your instructor, your friend, and we are going to study React in this series. We'll be starting from the very basics. So, if you ever wondered like what React actually is, so and how different web applications work, how Instagrams, Netflix, works so smooth and you will be about to find out in this later series how all these things happens in the backend in the abstraction on the web browsers. So this series is a perfect for the absolute beginners, intermediate devs who wanted a solid foundation. So you're at the right place actually. So अगर आप एक कॉलेज स्टूडेंट हैं या फिर बूट कैंप ग्रेड हैं या जॉब स्विच की तैयारी कर रहे हैं आई थिंक रिएक्ट इज द बेस्ट बेट फॉर यू यू आर एट द राइट प्लेस सो लेट्स स्टार्ट विद द बेसिक एक्चुअली व्हाट इज रिएक्ट so as you can see on the screen we have opened the react docs. So it's the library for the web and native user interfaces. Okay, so it's written, we have a lot beautiful web page for the React. They have, I think, rebuilt this one. So basically, let's start with the basics exactly. What is React? So React is a JavaScript library for building user interfaces, especially dynamic single page applications, which is also known as acronym for SPA. So actually, what is SPA? We will later find out in the later tutorials about this. Let's not jump into that. So React basically was created or developed by Facebook in 2013. It quickly became so popular after that, and it's a very good tool for front-end developers actually. So what was the basic core idea of development of the React is basically was like breaking UI into a smaller components. So like a component is an entity which is used most of the time in React, just breaking into smaller pieces, sorry, which is called as an component. So instead of writing a giant HTML page code, you write small blocks like just consider example in a website you have nav bar, you have a card, you have a button. We will like divide it into different blocks actually. That is what the and plug them together. So that is what makes the React as a powerful. So that was the basic core of the React, why the React was being developed. So let's go to a more real-time example. Let's go into a real life example that happens. So like if you're a kid, you must have heard about Lego. So imagine you're building a Lego house and each piece is a reusable and it fits perfectly. So React works exactly the same way. So it is each component is like a Lego brick and modular, reusable, and composable. So you can just pick a block of a Lego and build something out of it. That is what exactly React is. For example, in let's take example of Netflix only. We have in Netflix we have a movie card that is a total separate component in a website. We have a nav bar that is also a total separate component. It is written totally modular in the separate in the React app. So this is how React happens, and React handles all the DOM updates efficiently using something called as a virtual DOM. It's a term which is like which stands up on the React. React stands up on the virtual DOM only. So we will later find it out what virtual DOM is. We'll explore later in the series. So here comes the like solid questions. Like now you might ask like why should we learn React? Like let me think of a proper five reasons or maybe some reasons. Let me give it to you that why you should learn React. So first one is let's take on the it's a high demand. It's in very high demand. You consider the React. React is in the top job posting on LinkedIn or any job portals you will find out after Java. So like it's that's a joke only like just for the fun. So React is like really popular. It's in the high demand. You will find it pairing it with Java and different backend technologies. It works very good. And we have the second pointer is the big ecosystem we have. As I spoke about that React is backed by Facebook. So you know what Facebook is actually. It's a great entity. A community of developers are supporting the language, sorry, the library. So it's had a very good community support. That's why it's very famous. Tons of libraries, tools comes in, they gives updates for this. Recently, they launched a React 19 update. We have which has a lot of good features about the React compilers and everything. And let's talk about the third point. That is, it is used by big tech giants. It is used by just like Meta and then Netflix, Airbnb, Uber. There are a lot. Discord, Shopify. They all use React somewhere in their code in the productions. So that is a great thing about Facebook. They actually, when they develop something, they take things and they use in their own productions. That is the great thing about the Facebook. It is backed by Facebook. So the fourth point is here is a reusable logic. So you can build once. It's like I told about a component. So component is a reusable component. You created one thing, you can use it in the later part of your code anywhere. So that makes us the developer opportunity to be more on the upfront to use the things in the proper way. And last point, that is a rich developer experience. It's had a lot of good features. It has a hot reloading, dev tools. It gives hooks. Then it is having a TypeScript support as well. And you name it, like there are a lot of features in React that makes your life easier, developer life easier. So honestly, if you are serious about front-end development, React is practically a must-know in 2025. It's like keep going. It's starting from 2013. Now it's been to 2025, and it's still in a lot of the people are using it. So there are the actual like not the I would not say the competitor, but the things that is used alongside with the React. There are some frameworks such as Angular, Vue that we use in along with the React. So that is also there. You can check them out as well. So basically, I am like starting the series. Then so we are gonna study a lot of things in the series. Like we will focus on zero to moving ahead in the React, all the things and what is JSX, what are the components, what is props, what is a state, and like what are the different hooks that is present in the React, like a use state, use effect, use ref. Lot of things are there, and the context API. Then there is a Redux toolkit. Then we will make some small projects as well for the learning. So this is pretty much each topic will have a real example, code alongs and mini projects. I'll post the things on the GitHub and everything. I'll share it with you guys. You can also give the feedback to me and check it out, all my things. Actually, this course is for students who want to build projects and crack internships, working professionals who is looking to upskill. And don't worry, like if you don't know that much of JavaScript, I'll explain the concepts where needed. It's not that much. It's a prerequisite. I would suggest you to go on through it, but I will be keep explaining things where it is needed. So, all right, like this is that was the your React Introduction 101. In the next step, we will set up our first React app using the Vite, the fast modern build. We are using that is only right now the Vite. And till then, just if you want this, hit the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, or comment maybe what you like about this. We will in the next video, we'll see on the VS Code, and we will ship our first React project, how it is built and everything. Till then, take care. Bye bye.